Are you trying to talk to me? I come from a noble family that pay my way through Yale undergrad, Stanford Law School, and a PhD in political economy from the University of Toronto. I am far more educated to be speaking to you.
You did not have the necessary upbringing to live the life you did. Haven't you read Dr. Kova's education calculation? Kova states that most studies estimate that for 1 year of additional year of higher education, there is an 8 to 13% increase in hourly wage.
Yes, but...
Well, it's universally seen by hiring firms that individuals with college educations are perceived to be more aligned with productivity in the labor market. I may be smart, but because I never went to college, it's seriously holding me back.
Sorry you grew up so poor. It's not my fault.
Educated individual, you would create a knowledge spillover and benefit others of the workplace. With your snobby attitude, I don't see that happening. You seem like a scumbag. Growing up, I lived near U of T, and I would attend lectures sometimes. Dr. M. Gunderson and P. Oreopoulos in lecture both said geographic proximity to university institutions make it more likely to attend university. But that didn't happen to me. Well, whether university enhanced productivity or is a signal for existing productivity, they're still getting increases in wage. While I'm out here on the streets.
Okay, you're right. Fine. Listen, I still think that certain academic streams are more sought out than others. It's been proven. But that is just the definition of labor demand. It's not like higher returns to education are a new thing. These trends have been occurring in the United States and Canada for decades now.
Poor you. Must have felt terrible being paid less than $400,000 a year. It's not like you're on welfare, chump. All I'm saying is that just because you have a university education does not mean you have greater innate skills. Society needs to stop thinking like that and understand that ability bias is real and a serious thing.
Who says they make close to 400,000 Canadian? Sure, I live a great life, but that figure is immense. Please be reminded that it's very common to find measurement errors in people reporting their incomes, especially with men. Data states that more than 10% of stats are skewed because of these unfortunate events. It gives people the wrong perception.
Listen, you've done well because of the sheepskin effect. You've done all the necessary key phases of education that of course are going to garner additional returns. It's not like you have won a Fields Medal or something. You're just in it for the title. University education is nothing short of selection bias. Just because you have a degree doesn't mean you have more ability or motivation than me.
Listen, bum. Studies have shown that university education reverberates throughout life. It leads individuals to make better decisions and overall live a better life. Why are you talking all about this in the first place? Why is this so important to you?
Because everyone should be given the opportunity to go to university without being riddled with debt. The fact that fees must be paid from citizens in order to go to Canadian universities is absurd. Our government should be looking after us, not making sure their institutions' coffers are full.
I guess you have a point.
I mean, look how hard it is for people that don't have a university degrees. In a paper conducted by Dr. Ashenfelter and Dr. Brew, found through the current population survey that there was an 87% correlation in higher income being attained by greater education. That is an extremely positive correlation. The award of a degree purely means that you received greater earnings. I never achieved that.
Yeah, but there is also an argument that people of higher ability earn higher wages and salaries based upon their innate ability to do so and work harder. Perhaps it's simply just a mirage to think that education actually matters and it's actually reliant upon the person.
What a little bull. Look at any non-labor intensive job postings hiring for wage higher than minimum salary. 99% of them require some form of higher education. Dr. Ashenfelter's work shows that returns to schooling have been increasing since the late 70s. Your opinion is invalid.
You make a good point. My dad went to university and I read in a paper by Dr. Zimmerman that father and son's wage comparisons are relatively a positive strong correlation in regards to income returns to education. He used the national longitudinal surveys of youth and older men.
Exactly. It's kind of depressing to think that our place in society, as well as our education level, is decided before we're even born. In another paper, Dr. Laurier states that this isn't a new trend, but has been going on since the 1980s. Inequality has not been this bad since the 1920s. The demand for skills has been outstripped by the steep growth in education attainment. It's either get on the bus or get left behind.
Damn, you're right.
Ekman also states that the best evidence of return to education is that of the family. This long cycle creates the best readiness for post-secondary schooling. Just look at the data. When compared to living in poverty, Population surveys always suggest that children who grow up in middle-class wealth receive education and do better in life.
I agree. Growth in the quality of the workforce will continue to shrink if countries continue to make it more difficult and costly for individuals to get an education. Heckman is absolutely adamant that disparities in education attainment are important contributors to rising income inequality. Something needs to be done about this. Okay, well, listen, man. I gotta go. But here's a $5 bill. I'm sorry for being such a dick to you.
Thanks. Have a great day, brother.
You too, man. You too.